Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Click the subscribe button. I've got a lot of tips coming out. I'm shooting out 4 today right now. Let's see here. Sorry, this one's going to be on what we call Kino. Again, this is going to be the shortened version of what I teach in my class. But I think it's going to give you some insight and some actual tips you can use immediately. So let's start out with number one. Hello. That was the very first video of this series, okay? You're simply going to say hello, keep going. It retrains your emotional system. Number two, approach at a store, grocery store, Macy's. Where's the men's department? Where's the ketchup? As she looks that way, points that way, you put your awareness that way and you walk and say thank you. It retrains your system to feel calm around women. Not only calm around women, but calm opening up conversations because you're not trying to pick up on her. When you do that a lot, just ask questions, open conversations without trying to pick up on a woman, your whole system there's no pressure, okay? So it retrains your system. The last one was the predicate system. Now, the predicate system is really cool. I didn't say this. Here's the deal. When I was going through my NLP trainings, I was using the predicate system talking to this girl, and man, she just really, it was a girl I liked we were going to college together. I was actually studying psychology at the time. I had done a Tony Robbins seminar and or no, actually, I completed a NLP practitioner is what this one was. Although I did learn at Tony's too, but I got really frustrated because she wouldn't really engage with me, and then I used her predicate system, and all of a sudden, boom, she just blah 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 blah. She goes, we should hang out sometime after like talking for 15, 20 minutes. She goes, I really love the way you talk, and I was like, wow, all I did was use her predicate system. It's in the last video, okay, which I believe is number 3. This one's number 4. All right, so now, okay, so now you get comfortable. So the first step is the first 2 videos, hello, approach, ask questions. So now your system is comfortable talking to women. Number 3, or I should say, excuse me, number 2, which is the 3rd video. Now you're using her system and she likes to talk to you. So now, bam, you've got things going. Number 4, all right, Kino, touching, okay? Again, this is the shortened version of what I teach in my course. But I'm going to give you a cute story behind it. I dated a girl in high school. Actually, for a few months, we've gone on dates and this and that. In fact, I lived with my football coach at the time. And he would always take me over to her place, pick her up, take us to the movies, drop us off, and then, come back and, drive her home, etc., etc. Or, wherever we were going, he would always drive us, etc. Or sometimes she would drive her mom's car and come over. So we'd been dating for, I don't know if it was 3 months or it was a while. I'd never kissed her, never hugged her. I was trying to be Mr. Respectful, Mr. Gentleman. And he goes, Mike. So she gets out of the car. She starts to walk away. He goes, all right, go out. He goes, hey, Mike, he goes, give her a kiss this time. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that, because it was right there in front of him. I was like, I'm not going to fucking do that. So I walked her up to her door, and there was a little bit, kind of around the corner, but he could still see. And she ended up putting the kiss on me. Now, this is after we had dated for a while. And she got comfortable with me, which is the key. And this is what Kino does. It makes comfort come a lot faster, all right? So a lot of guys will be on a date, their first date, maybe second, and they don't touch her. They're being polite and respectful. I'm on my side of the table, you're on yours. I don't want sex, the whole bullshit thing. And so they're not being romantic. They're not talking romantic. They're not touching her arm, touching the back of her hand. And at the very end of a 2 or 3 or 4 hour date, they go in for the kiss. So it's like they're way over here, and then they want to go here. No, you want to slowly move in, okay? Because it helps your body to feel comfortable with you. Again, I go in depth and I explain our nervous system and why it's important. And again, it's one of those questions like, why do some guys get the kiss on the first date and then, I don't get shit? What's going on here? Well, she felt comfortable with them, and here's one of the keys. Number 1 is a predicate system, which is in the last video. Again, I go more in depth in the course, though. But it's good enough. You'll get enough out of that. Number 2 is Kino. All right? She's got to physically feel comfortable. So here's how you do it. You need to touch her body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after you've touched her body once, twice, her body's slowly getting comfortable with you. Now, if you touch her up here or on the belly or, like try to give her a hug right when she's, whoa, it's too much. It's too much. Okay? Here's how you do it. Touch her here or here. The forearm, not the inside, but on the outside of the forearm here. Shake her hand first. Hi, nice to see you. All right? And maybe when you do that, you might want to touch her up on the forearm. You know, just kind of like a 2-hand shake, like shake and then a touch. So she feels, you know, okay. It might, you know, she'll feel a little comfortable, but it counts as points. Let's use that. We'll use a male term. So then what you do, as you're talking to her, you kind of might tap her on the outside of the forearm or right here. These are very back of the hand, shaking the hand, forearm, and here. These are very safe places. Okay. So every now and then, you know, and you don't look at her, don't do it like that. Just casually, like, hey, you're touching her here, but you might be saying, hey, look at that guy over there, or look what's going on over there, and then you pull your hand, you just kind of tap her, and don't do the ultra sensitive touch. If you're gonna touch her, all right, touch her. More pressure is better, all right. This light touch is creepy. In fact, have a friend of yours touch you really lightly, and you're like, oh, that's creepy. It's like you're trying to be sneaky. Don't be sneaky. Touch her. Be normal. Be natural. Now, another thing is after you've touched her 5, 6, 7 times on the hand, handshake one, maybe tap her back of her hand, touch her hand, maybe 5 minutes later, you know, hey, excuse me, you know, blah, blah, blah. Maybe touch her forearm and then out here. So that's about 5 or 6 touches. Then maybe you're sitting next to each other at the movie theater or driving in the car. That's a really good place. You touch the outside of her thigh, not the inner thigh. That's too close right now. Touch the out of her thigh. Say, hey, you know, blah, 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 blah. You just tap, blah, blah, and you drive your car. And you're looking this way. You don't like look down and touch her. That is where you guys screw up. They look and they touch. Don't do that. That's not what you do. Stay open. Stay neutral. Again, that's something I teach in my course, but you get the idea. Touch her a few times throughout the day, and then touch her on the outside of the thigh. If you could touch her on the outside of the thigh, kind of by the knee or maybe mid-thigh, that's when she's going to start feeling comfortable being touched by you, okay? And she's going to start feeling very relaxed, okay? So then as the day goes on, then you could maybe go for a hug and then maybe go for a kiss, okay? So that's a basic idea of how to slowly lead into being a little more personal, all right? Hey, this is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. If you really want to learn some powerful stuff, take my course. Nothing that I teach in my courses are in these videos. Nothing. My course is amplified to the max. Hey, this is Mike Kollin. Go to my front page. It's been altered, changed. My book is now being officially advertised. It's the unedited version, so you get all of it plus 2 bonuses, and it is still on sale. I think it's more than 50% off right now. Mike Kollin, KOLLIN.com. Click on the thing there, and you'll find my book. Talk to you soon. Click subscribe right now. Got a lot of tips coming out. Have a great fall.